when you finally experience deep soul level intimacy and connection on every level, soul, emotional, physical, anything less than that, once you've experienced this and you know and understand this, anything less than that it feels empty. It feels like you don't want to partake in it, because now that you know what that level is. And this is one of the reasons why I have chosen to now be celibate. I've experienced that beautiful soul connection, and I'm so grateful for that love and intimacy. That was that period of my time for a reason. And anything after that was just, what am I doing? Like, why am I giving this away? Why am I giving me away? Why am I giving my soul, my body? And this is why I'm celibate, right? I'm not celibate as a rule that, I'm closed off. I'm just celibate because, there's nothing that I've felt that connection. Anyway, my point is, I didn't get to experience that because by accident. I was already well and truly on my growth journey by then. I essentially manifested that to life. That's a whole other story. But I was deep then in the work, the somatic work that led to me becoming a somatic self-pleasure practitioner. But I was deep in that work of connecting to me, awakening my body and my pleasure, right? And from that, I was able to call in what it was that I wanted. And this is why I am so deeply fucking passionate about women taking ownership. You can cry all you like that he is not pleasing you and you are not experiencing the love, the intimacy, the connection that you want. But if you are not taking ownership, you are leaving it up to chance. You are leaving it up to him as to what you experience. It is up to a woman, and men too in their own way, but I'm talking women here, to connect to the parts of her, connect to the parts of you that you want to share with another. If you have not accessed the parts of you that you want him to touch, to see, to feel, like to be fully fucking seen when you are making love with a man, like I mean fully fucking seen is a whole other level where they see through you and your soul recognizes theirs. If you want that, you've got to meet yourself there. And you cannot meet yourself there if you are continuing to accept men in your life who are not meeting you where you want to be, but you are going to keep attracting them if you are not meeting you where you want to be. You cannot access that when you are not upholding your own boundaries, when you are not staying solid and grounded in what you actually fucking want. When you are letting any old monkey into your space and then complaining that it's not what you want, you're better than that. Like, you're a fucking queen. And I want all women to have and experience that divine intimacy, that level of connection and pleasure. And that only happens when a woman steps into self-leadership, who accesses this within herself, sets her motherfucking boundaries, stops talking about standards. I can tell you, I wouldn't have attracted that if I had have allowed myself to continue other connections that were arising and were coming into my path when I knew that they weren't what I wanted. You have to know, not just know what you want, but you've got to be able to uphold your boundaries, not in an aggressive, stay the fuck away from me way, in a, this isn't meeting me, I am pulling myself away, and I'm going into my beautiful, delicious little cave and spending time worshipping myself, giving myself what I want, knowing that he will come knocking on that door when I am accessing that within myself. But it requires self-leadership. This is the queen energy that I talk about. A queen leads herself. It's not her thinking she's better than anyone else. It's her being connected to the parts of her that she wants others to see, that she wants others to connect to. And you cannot do this when you're sitting here spiraling over a goddamn man about his text and whether he's texted you back and he hasn't given you the time of the day. You cannot experience what you want to experience when you're sitting there wasting your time doing that. You cannot. You know that what you are experiencing now is or isn't. You know if it is or isn't what your soul is wanting, what your body is wanting. You know. And if you don't know, you do. It's just a matter of coming back to you and then knowing and understanding how to uphold that fucking queen in you and what she actually wants.